At the beginning of the year, I picked these 10 beauty products that I wanted to finish before 2025. While I finished over 100 products this year alone, I picked these specific products. I knew I would be in for the long haul and that it would take multiple months to finish some of these. If you love project planning content, you are in the right place, so let's get to it. So I'll go through my list and I will go over giving a review of each product, as well if I finished the product or not. And for the products that when I finish it, I like to roll in another product either in the same category or just another product that I want to completely finish. And I do have a few rollouts, so it's been a while since I've rolled some in, so we'll do that today. Product number 1 is the Profusion Lip Liner. And I actually just finished this a few weeks ago. I'm so ecstatic that I was able to finish a complete lip liner. This one was the oldest in my collection, so I just put it in this year because I really wanted it out, and I really enjoyed it. I have no idea where I got it from. I think I got it for Christmas years ago. I have no idea, but I've actually really enjoyed it. I definitely prefer creamy lip liners compared to pencil ones, so I was already reaching for this one, but I did completely finish it a couple weeks ago, so that one is out. The second product, which I have also finished, is the Glossier Cloud Paint, and the shade I had it in was Puff. And this one took some serious use. I'm not kidding. I used it for about 3, maybe 4 months that was the only blush that I was using, and I was finally able to finish it. I finished this a few months ago, earlier in the year, just because I really wanted this one out and I knew that I had a decent amount of product left, so I just had to really focus on it. I probably won't be panning another cloud paint anytime soon just because that one took forever, but it was a bit of a bittersweet moment because it was my first cream blush and kind of my first introduction into kind of the K-beauty or minimal makeup look. But I am really happy to have completely finished that product and to have gotten the use out of it. So while it does hold a special place in my heart and I do have other cloud paints, I probably wouldn't repurchase anytime in the future just because there are other formulas that I like better, and other brands have really gotten on the trend of creating cream or liquid blushes. The third product, you've seen it on my channel before, it is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and my goal for this one was to pan 4 shades by the end of the year, and so far I have 1. So the first shade that I had picked was this one, which really is just setting a base or even blurring out deeper shades, and I've made some significant progress in it. It was the first one that I picked, so of course it is going to have the most progress compared to the others, but compared to the last video where I had an update on my rolling eyeshadow project, I definitely have hit a much larger pan in this one, and it is almost gone. I think I'm going to be repressing it soon just because it's been getting harder to get it with a brush. The second color that I've picked is this like mauve pink tone, and I have not hit pan yet. It has been almost 40 uses from when I rolled it in. So I have used it before, and while I was using the shade, I wasn't counting the uses. But from when I started counting, I believe I'm at 37 or 38, and I don't know when the pan is coming. I swear, like, it's kind of hard to tell, but I do have a decent dip in there, and I do feel like compared to how this one was, I should be hitting it soon, but it's taking forever. Some other shades that I've been working on in this palette is kind of this one, which is kind of a satin shimmer color, and then this one up here, which I use as a highlight, and it's just so beautiful. It works really nicely as a brow highlight or even on the cheeks. And I have not been counting the uses for these, but I think I will start soon just because I've been using them, and I will most likely pick those to pan as well. So this will be staying in, and I'm not 100% sure I will be hitting my goals, but I think it is a great experience of trying to focus on one palette or even trying to focus on eyeshadows because they take forever, and you really get to learn if you enjoy the formula, the color, and how to use the product. All right. Product number 4, I have the Isle of Paradise tanning spray, and I think this one is like light to medium. Actually, it's self-tanning water, so it goes on clear and then it develops after a few hours. And when I rolled this in, I would say it was about halfway. And then I did have this in one of my projects earlier in the year, and I wasn't finishing it or using it at all. And I think that's because it was still spring, so I wasn't really inclined to wear it. But I've been using it a lot lately, like maybe once a week, and I'm pretty close to being done with it. I think maybe 4 to 5 more uses. And I'm actually really hoping to have this done before the end of the summer. I really don't want this product for next summer. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but I think I need the like tan guide because I always miss some random spots that I didn't see. But I'm really hoping to have this done by the end of the summer just so I can free up some space in my cabinets. Product number 5 is the Sephora Best Skin Ever Foundation, and I've made some significant progress this year. So this is actually the second foundation that I rolled in. Before I had the NARS Tinted Moisturizer, and that one took forever. I had actually been working on that one last year as well. I think almost the entire year, and I had gotten it like 2 years ago now. That one took so long to finish, and I think I finished that in like March or April. So then after I finished that one, I decided to roll in another one, and this one is pretty perfect shade match for me, so that's kind of why I decided to roll it in. I got this in I believe like November of last year, and I had only used it a few times. I actually really hated this product when I first started using it, so that's why I put it away and just wasn't really reaching for it. I was finding that it was pilling and just making my makeup look really bad and kind of dry. But I actually found out that I think it was my skincare routine, because once I changed things and I wasn't using as many products in the morning, that this wears beautifully. I love it. I'm wearing it now. It is really my go-to that I wear most days. Like unless I'm particularly feeling to wear something else, I wear this one. And this has been, I think like 3, almost 4 months of dedicated use. And so I think like 2 more months and this should be done, but I should definitely be done with this by the end of the year. And I'm gonna be kind of sad to be missing this because it works really well. And I have like 2 other foundations that kind of the same issue. I don't like at all. They're also not good shade matches, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to use those. And if I do finish this product before the end of the year, I don't think I will be rolling in another foundation to finish. I don't have any that I could finish in a month or 2, so I think I will just kind of leave this spot blank. Next up, for product number 6, we have the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and this is actually a mini. I'm about 1/3 of the way left. It's really hard to tell, but when you level it out, I think like 1/3 of the way left. And I've also have been using this almost daily. I don't always wear powder products, but when I am using this to set my makeup. And the reasoning that I rolled this in was that it was my oldest, and I've been on a kick of just wanting powder recently. And so I bought a couple this year, and I've really been enjoying them a bit more than I enjoyed this one. This one isn't bad, but I just enjoy the formulas of the other ones much more. I did finish another mini size earlier this year, which was the Charlotte Tilbury like Flawless Airbrush Pressed Powder. Such a long name. I don't know if I said that right, but I'm not 100% sure if I'll be finishing this one either. Like a month or 2 ago, it was about at the halfway mark, so I think if I just try and focus and do more matte looks more often, then this should be done by the end of the year. Fingers crossed. Product number 7, this has been in my project quite a few times now, is the Charlotte Tilbury lip liner in Pillow Talk, and this is also a mini product, and I'm not the biggest fan of her lip products. I've only tried this and one of her lipsticks, but I just find them a bit drying. So this is a cream formula, but it is a pencil. So I do find that when you sharpen it, it does get very creamy and very buildable and works really nice. I find after a few days from sharpening it, it does get really dry and is kind of irritating when I put it on. So I don't know if I should just sharpen it more often. I don't want to purposely waste product, but I've just kind of had some issues with this product. It's not great, but it's not horrible either. Now, I had been tracking my progress of this product in a little book, but I did lose the book earlier this year when we were kind of getting ready to move, and then I did find it recently, so I have a few months of no progress reports on this product. The last report was from April, but I recently checked and I did make quite a lot of progress since then. So based on the progress that I had since April, I do think if I use this until the end of the year, I can make quite a lot of progress. I don't think I'll be finishing it just based on how much it is, but if you look in the book, I think I will be able to get to like another line and a half, maybe even more, just based on the April to August line. And that's okay too. I think if I'm not able to finish it this year, I'll either declutter it or make it my goal to finish next year, but I will try my darndest to finish as much as I can. And I don't even think during that April through August period that I was even using this consistently. Like, I can tell you now, the past month, maybe month and a half, I haven't touched this. So I clearly did make a lot of progress, and I'm confident that I can continue making progress with this product. Next up, number 8 is the Glossier Lip Star in the shade Cub, and I really enjoy these. They're such a beautiful cream formula, and this one is honestly just a perfect one and done shade. I have been trying to pan this quite a few times this year, on and off, and I just have a love-hate relationship with this. So I really thought that I would finish this maybe in the first 3 to 4 months of the year. Boy, was I wrong. There is so much left, and it's frustrating because when I take it out, that's how much product comes out, and it's not enough to cover my lid to my liking, where I have to go in maybe 3 or 4 times to get it out. So I thought, oh, okay, like there's probably nothing left in there, but there is plenty. When I look into the container, it seems like it's really just on the bottom and then along the walls, but when I scoop it out, it just kind of seems to go back in there. So I'm really not sure how long this is going to take, especially with my other project for eyeshadows specifically. I just haven't been finding the time to use this. I think I will get a lot of use of this with fall coming up, and I will try and put this back into my daily makeup collection so that I am at least seeing it and trying to use it, but I'm starting to feel a little defeated with this. There was a time in the beginning of the year I used this for like 3 months straight, no other eyeshadow, and I just got bored of it. So I took it out and just took a break from it, had a lot of fun trying other things, and then I try to go back on the grind finishing it, and it just seems to be endless. So I'm really gonna try and dedicate using this, but I honestly don't think I'll be disappointed if I don't finish this by the end of the year, because I have like no perspective of when this will be done. Product number 9 is super embarrassing. It is the Tarte Double Take Gel Eyeliner, which is another mini product. And I don't even want to show you this because it's so pathetic, the progress I've made. That's all that's left. I'm sure some of you see this and you're just like, I could use this in a couple of days, which I feel like I should, because I just don't. I don't really wear eyeliner. At the most, when I do, it's a tight line, which really isn't a lot of product. And I really do prefer using a cream eyeshadow. I just find it a lot easier, or even just liquid liners. And this, I've had this since December of last year, and from looking back at like the last video that I used this, I think the progress was the same. So it's super embarrassing, and I do need to just finish this product because I'm not sure why it's been in this long. So I'm gonna really try and use it like every day this week just to get this out of here, and I will update you if it's done. If I finish this anytime soon, I might consider replacing it, but if it takes me until December to finish this, then there really is no point in replacing this item. And the last product, number 10, is the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And you guys, look how much is left. I mean, this is amazing progress. Really, all of it is just in the bottom right now. And even when I take the wand out, like, it really isn't that much that's left. Super impressive. A lot still comes out on the wand, so I haven't taken the stopper out just yet. And I mainly use this as a base for eyeshadows. I feel like the color is just kind of a bit off, and so I've been a little less inclined to use it as under a concealer or as a face product. But I do think if I did that, I could definitely get this out of here quicker. So I might try that, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty positive that I will finish this by the end of the year. Now before you go, I am going to be re-rolling some new products that I will hand select to replace the ones that I had finished earlier. So I finished 2 products earlier this year, and I'm pretty close to finishing 2 minis, so I feel like it's fair to roll in 3 products. The first one that I'll be rolling in is the Tarte Powder Blush in the shade Captivating. And a couple weeks ago, I actually hit pan on this, which was very surprising. It wasn't in any dedicated projects. I just had it in my daily makeup drawer, and I don't think I've ever had it in a project or had like set use on it. I got this in December along with that eyeliner, so I just want to see how much progress I can get with this. Considering that I hit a pretty decent pan recently, I have confidence that I can probably use this up. I'm not sure how long it will take just because there is like some embossing still left on there. So I really wasn't sure like how I even hit pan, but here we are. So I'm really excited to see how much progress I can make by the end of the year. The next product is actually a skincare product, and I have the COSRX Snail Mucin. And if you saw my video ranking really trendy makeup and skincare products, this was in there, and I don't think it's all that. I have like less than halfway left, and I just want it out. I really have simplified my skincare routine to products I know that work for me and that I really enjoy using, and this just didn't make the cut. I have been trying to use the products that I don't like as much, like either on my chest or my hands, or even just at nighttime, just to add maybe a little more moisture, but it has been kind of hard trying to reach for this product. But I do think by having dedicated use to it, I can get it done. And the last product that I will be rolling in is actually a nail polish. So the one that I chose was the Cirque Colors, and the shade is Mystic Moonstone. If you've seen some of my Project Pan videos, you know that I do have a goal of finishing a lot of nail polishes this year. Earlier in the year, my goal was to finish 5, and I have reached that goal, so now it is up to 10. If you add top coats and base coats, I'm actually at 8, so I'm pretty happy with the progress I've made this year. This one is a bit less than halfway, so I'm pretty sure that I can finish this soon. I've been using this as on my toes as a summer color, and I think it's a really great polish. I love this brand, and I think it's a super pretty color, but I do just want to try and move some products out of my collection because I have quite an extensive collection of nail polish, and rather than savoring my favorite products, I really do just want to get usage out of them. I did forget to mention that I also had tracked progress for the Tarte eyeliner, and this is what I have so far. So I had brought it in about February, and then it seems like the last time I reported usage was in April. So hopefully I can get this done. I definitely wasn't even using it a lot then, so a week or two of dedicated use will get this product out. Thanks so much for watching my video. If you have a project going on, let me know your tips for using products that you don't necessarily like or just find hard to use. If you enjoy Project Panning content, I would love if you like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!